Also, we'll have to get the other boat back too.
Seems like a problem for us later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it won't be that hard. All we have to do is basically tow it behind our boat.
And there also isn't enough room for the kids necessarily in your boat.
Yeah.
But we are
Kids swim.
no
Dragon time. Dragon
They
time.
put
Dragon
themselves out
time.
here. They can row their asses back.
God.
Dragon Tales.
But-
I'm only suggesting this because Ira would not, but Ira can turn into an alligator.
Take my hand.
Yes.
Go to dragon.
All right, we are gonna get started. So,
Are we?
yes, we are. I am recording.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So last
Oh wait,
time,
Cloaca.
Stop
There
it! Don't do
JB, I
that.
swan to John. There's gonna be issues. But
Why are we talking about cloacas?
oh
What?
shit! Where's my
Don't worry
chart?
about
It's
it.
something. It's something from Annalise games.
Cool.
But last time we left off, you guys went to go travel the very deep lake. You guys fought a mesosaur, I think. I don't really remember.
Zizor.
Yes, thank you.
Please
I
use
couldn't
it.
remember.
Please, Zizor.
Yes, thank you. You guys ended up finding one of those in the deep, dark depths on your first day of sleeping, since you had to sleep in the boat. You didn't make it quite across the river, but the next day, you had taken care of that creature pretty easily. It didn't last very long, but Pyro was able to extract a couple teeth, and you guys rode a little bit, I suppose, and then took your rest. The seagulls that you had helping you guide you to the area that it had seemed a large lizard brought you to where you are now, which is kind of a swampy whatever area with lots of mangrove trees and things like that. You guys were able to discern the marks that these kids had made in the trees after Ira had talked to some of these trees.
Robin.
It was Ira.
No, I talked to trees.
Was it Ira?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Ira? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was me.
Mm-hmm.
Robin
I think the
talks to
trees-
animals. Ira talks
That's
to
true.
trees.
That's true. You're right.
I am the grumpiest Lorax.
You are. You guys were able to find the marks after you found the boat that they had left behind, and you followed those marks deeper into the weird marshy place. And it took you guys a little bit, couple hours, to get into the kind of thick of this, and as you guys were kind of making your way, still following these marks, you saw a ghoul on your way, and it was kind of weird seeing just one wandering around. But you avoided it after Pyra had kind of sent her little bird to go see what it was. And then another hour or so into it, you guys ended up finding where the kids were, except they were with a young black dragon. And near them was this strange horde of undead. It was a bunch of ghouls and ghasts, and a goddamn
A thing.
Mareji. Jeez, it doesn't even look like it's spelt that way. Whatever, Mareji.
I heard Marisha's voice.
I had to make him say it to me. But yes, a couple of Marejis. You guys did battle with those. The Mareji kind of raised some of the dead that had... Yeah. But you guys were able to take them down fairly well. None of you went down, necessarily. Mugs got close, I think.
Yeah, Mike got beat to shit, and then Ira narrowly reconsidered striking her with lightning for shits and giggles.
That was funny.
Yep. But yeah, that was basically where we left off after that. The Black Dragon had helped kind of kill a little bit of them, but Robin, took down about 3 of them at the same time, which was
feral.
badass.
3 killed in 6 seconds. She went off.
She's in mom mode right now. Definitely tending to the kids, making sure that they are fine. She's kind of feeding them rations. These kids don't know what's happening, and at first they're a little bit confused and scared, but she's small and their size, so they aren't that intimidated.
Hang out with a dragon for at least 2 hours. They're
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, this dragon is kind of like wandering over the dead bodies, sniffing them, making sure that they are dead indeed. And she is also keeping a very close eye on the people that are around her and where the children are in location.
I cast Fireball. I'm kidding.
Me?
Roll initiative.
Ira's just shadowing Robin.
Sure.
That's definitely helping with the kids.
Yeah, the one that hit me with the sword, I'm going to turn to again and show the short sword. See, this is what you need. Not yet, but this eventually. That piece of wood isn't doing anything.
Ira's just gonna yell, "Don't arm the kids!"
I want it!
No.
I think I should have it.
Look, kid, if you can't punch your problems, you don't deserve a sword, alright?
I could!
I feel like
And then
Look.
Joni kind of like grabs his hand a little bit and says, You'll hurt your hands though. It hurts to punch things sometimes.
Yeah,
Hurts
Ira
to
will
get
push.
punched by things.
Ira
She's
will
like
push the
stuffing her
dragon.
mouth with the dry rations that Robin has given her.
Aw. Bless.
But what was Pyra doing?
She'll approach the dragon,
Okay.
cautiously, of course, and be like, hey there, I'm Pyra. Glad we made it just in time.
The black dragon looks at you, Pyra, and she kind of like lifts her head a little bit higher and like gives you that like sneer of a look. I could have handled it myself.
Yeah, but I got to blow something up about it.
Well,
that
isn't
was
that
cool.
good for you?
But yeah, so thank you for taking care of the kids. We were very worried when they said a giant lizard was snapping at them. I thought it was a crocodile. And then Muggs here would have had to wrestle a crocodile about it.
Sure, I would have. But
She kind of like looks over at the children for a moment and then back at you. They bugged me for days. There's no way I could have brought them back to the town.
Yeah, that would have
So-
been bad.
Take them off my hands, please.
Yeah, will do. Also, the trees told us you had a little halfling friend with you. Where are they?
For a moment, she looks a little bit confused. Like, she kind of like tilts her head a little bit, and then, let me see. What are their stats?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
No, hold on. I forgot to grab my dice, so I'm just gonna use Avray.
Okay.
1 second. Roll me an insight check.
Oh god, that'll be great.
oh, it's
let's see.
Pyra.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Roll good, Jamie. You can.
I
do
got
it.
a 12. Which is better than normal.
Oh, yeah. She's kind of hard to read. She kind of tilts her head a little bit, and that stony look gets back on her face, and she says, Not a halfling, a dwarf.
Dwarf, sorry. The trees weren't very specific.
Lowen Greyfellow has been dead for 3 months.
I'm sorry.
The man who raised me was a good man. She just kind of like, spits a little bit of acid, or yeah, she has acid left. Spits a little bit of it onto the ground. Not much, just a little bit.
Yeah, he must have been a great man to make you a decent well, not all dragons aren't decent, just a decent person. Do you count as your people, right?
She looks at you and looks wholly offended.
Well, I don't want to call you like it because you're intelligent is what I'm saying.
She kind of
And
like
you're
brings her
decent.
head down to look at you, Pyra. Is my scale color what you were basing this off of?
No, I've only read stories about dragons. It's a problem. and dragons are just they don't really paint a good picture of dragons in books.
She kind of takes a moment to like assess your words, and then just like raises her head again and nods. Indeed, my brethren are not treated so nicely in fables and tales. It is always the knights that claim glory with the dragon's head.
Yeah, those are the kind of stories I meant. The ones where a brave knight slays a dragon. There's never any stories about how, for how dragons can help people or even just try and mind their own business. Which I guess is what you were doing. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just gonna interrupt just abruptly.
Yeah.
Do you know any other dragons?
Or the dragon?
To the dragon.
She kind of turns her head to look at you, and Ira, you can't really tell that she's looking at you because you are blind.
Nope. I can hear shuffling.
Yeah, you can hear the sound of her feet as she kind of turns a little bit. In this area, there are none but me. My parents were slain years and years ago, and those of my clutch have been taken. Lowen raised me when I hatched.
Also, can you spell that, by the way?
Yes, I will. Hold on.
Please.
Yeah. And she continues on. Lowen raised me after then. They were taken and killed by adventurers. They wanted their blood, made a deal with my parents. And she kind of hisses a little bit at that. For their blood. It would not have killed them had they stuck to the deal.
That's fucked up.
Quite.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened.
She turns her attention back to you. I don't know them. I never will.
Do you?
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Have you ever heard stories of dragons from other planes?
Let me roll a history check for her. What is her history?
Plane dragons.
Glad.
Intelligence, she's only at a +1.
Plaid
That's
dragons.
Plug.
Where the fuck is my pencil?
I don't know where the pencil is.
okay. Who needs a writing utensil? Ooh.
I
Okay.
take notes. Thank you very much.
Imagine taking notes.
I just write my notes.
It couldn't be me.
She pauses and frowns a little bit. And like lifts her head a little bit and says, "Do you mean Tiamat?"
I don't know who Tiamat is.
The
I know what
several-headed
Tiamat
dragon.
is.
You can roll a history check if you'd like.
Okay.
Me?
No, Pyra.
I'm sorry, me? Really?
No.
I got a 17.
17? Yeah, you would know that Tiamat is basically the ruler ruler basically like all evil dragons. You would know that she basically what was it? I don't know a whole lot about her. She's basically like a lesser deity.
To rule one of the planes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to rule over an hill.
Yeah, her home planet is the Nine Hills of Avernus, basically.
Yeah.
Basically like a devil or something similar in a way. And the Black Dragon also echoes this.
No, the one I talked to only has one head. Have you ever heard of Astaros?
She thinks for a moment longer and then just shakes her head.
Ira cannot see this.
Oh
She
yeah,
just shook
sorry.
her
There's just an
head.
awkward silence.
Yeah,
There's
sorry.
just an awkward silence.
The one with the bird skull is blind. Sorry.
It is only an ailment. No, I do not know this as Staros.
Okay.
I only know what little my keeper knew.
Can I ask, and please tell me if this is prying, but can I ask what happened to Lowen Greyfellow?
She turns her attention to you, Muggs, and then nods slowly. It was the creatures, like what you fought. Except there was another with them. Seemed that she was much stronger than the rest. Had some sort of snake tail. Many arms.
Ah. Fucked up.
Does that sound familiar?
You can roll me roll me
Arcana, history.
I would say roll me an Arcana check. Excuse me.
Okay. Oh, that one's 10 plus 8, 18.
Okay, that's not bad. There's a couple of things you could think about that have several arms. And as the Black Dragon kind of goes on to describe this person, female in body, kind of humanoid torso, I suppose, and then the rest, from the waist down, is more of a green snake tail. What are they? How is this pronounced now?
Yuan-Ti?
No. Merilith is what comes to mind.
Huh. That sounds like a Merilith.
There isn't any recognition in the Black Dragon's face. She doesn't seem to understand what that means, necessarily.
Is this recent? With
3 months ago. But, after his death, the attacks from these creatures have only gotten worse. I assume that she's behind this. They only used to come every once in a while. We were able to deal with them quite easily. Now it is every other day that they come.
Is there a place in the swamp where it gets, where there's a lot of them?
She shifts her head a little more south, and kind of nods in that direction. The darker and deeper parts of this place. There is a cavern system. I'm not able to enter them. They are too small for me. But they have come from there before.
Also, how do you spell Merilith?
I will send that in chat.
Yeah.
I can guide you there if you'd like.
We have to get these kids home first, but maybe we can try and find you on our way back.
Yeah.
And the kids are kind of just like, they pipe up and they're like, there's a hut that's actually right nearby that, that Lowfellow guy used to, live in, and maybe we can, stay there for a little bit. There was some, cool picture books in there that and then, the smaller boy's like, I don't want to stay there anymore. It's dusty.
Oh my god.
Robin voice. The children must go home.
Sorry, kids. Your parents miss you.
Yeah.
We can
Your
come.
mom's really worried about you. So you're going home. But-
Jody looks a little bit guilty, but Flint doesn't seem to have any qualms.
Yeah, okay. So we need to get the kids home, but we can come back, and after we bring them home, we can come back and you can show us the caves and we can see who the fuck. Wait, shit, there's kids. I shouldn't cuss. Fuck.
You did it again.
I know I did it again.
Another
dear.
copper for the swear jar.
Oh, there's a swear jar, is there?
No, there's no swear jar. If
I
there
think we
was,
should
I
keep
would-
one. That would be amusing.
I'm going to lose so much money if we have a swear jar.
Refuse.
We can't do it. We can't do it. I will be flat broke.
We could just
Um,
make it party fun.
Party fun funded just by swear jar.
I mean, we have a pretty healthy sum.
We would.
Okay, we can discuss our swear jar later. Step 1, kids, back to their poor worried mother who probably thinks that they're dead in the swamp. 2, come back here. I'm sorry. Did we ask your name?
No.
What's something I can call you?
Face of the Dark.
Well, we can have our dear friend. Could you spell that for me, Ren?
Yes.
Okay.
It's basically like Visa. I didn't realize it sounded that much like it.
All right.
Oh well.
Well, our dear friend Visa the Dark can show us where these caves are. We can go in the caves, fight Snake Lady for fun, I guess, and maybe that'll make the weird corpsey ghoul fun times stop happening. That's like step 4. I stopped counting the steps, but that's like step 4.
If that's what you wish, I can collect some reward for you. And an item I might think would help you. You're also free to whatever you can find in the stupid hut. It's not like I can use it anyways.
That's very generous of you.
That seems very fair.
But step 1, the children. For their poor mother.
Take them, please. They're
Yeah,
too
yeah.
noisy for this place. And the boy is just like smacking one of the dead tree logs with his wooden sword. Just like rubbing it on it a little bit.
That's a kid after my own heart.
One day that kid will have a real sword and be an actual issue to public safety, but for now.
Maybe, well, yeah, probably.
You do see that Joni has her own sword attached to her hip, but she does not have it drawn like he does, and he's just flailing his all over the place.
I mean, at least it's just the tree. Like, I would be hitting my siblings when I was his age, you know? Just right in the face. You know?
At the word face, he does trip over a root. He kind of like goes silent for a moment and then just gets back up and then runs off again.
All right, kids, you ready to get back to your poor, dear, worried mother who you have made very concerned and upset by running off to a swamp with a dragon?
Joni kind of like does that hand wringing thing and just is like, I mean, we didn't really mean to.
Oh, right. When we get back, don't tell them about the dragon.
Yeah, don't mention the dragon.
Yeah, we're
But
just gonna
she's
say
so
that you made it up and that it was an
nice!
allegory.
Okay,
She's
okay,
so
okay.
nice, though. And
She
then
is
Visa
so
kind of
nice.
just, Visa does kind of wander back over to the children, as they are kind of making their words. And, like, looks down at them and says, Don't. It will bring me trouble, like you.
She may be nice, but there are many people who are not.
And they won't understand that she is nice.
It takes her a moment to kind of understand what you guys are talking about, and then her mouth goes into a taut line, and she's like, "Oh," and she puts a hand on her like sword. Right. I forgot
Yeah.
people are really mean sometimes.
They
Yeah.
sure are.
Yeah, they are, kid.
Okay. Visa, I promise we'll come see you when I'm older. Okay? Like in a year, I'll be older, so I can come visit you again.
2.
Why 2?
His 2's the best number.
It is not.
Yeah,
Or 6 or 8.
It is not the best number. It's too much.
2's better than 1. Why? Because it's higher.
And, they say 1 is the loneliest number.
Flint kind of like pops up behind Joni. He's apparently, I think I had him written as older, and I can't remember if I did or not. I don't remember.
I think you did.
I'm pretty sure he's older. Let me see. Why is it not in my notes?
Let me do some flips.
Flips.
Okay, so it's 8-year-old halfling girl, which is Joni, and her human friend Flint. Yeah, I don't see his name. Why is he not aged? Okay, I'm just gonna assume he's
missing.
I'm just
Nope,
gonna
just one human child named Flint.
Yep, I'm pretty sure Flint is the same age as her then. But he's a little bit shorter than her, and a little bit thinner in frame, and more like.
Isn't he human, though?
Human and she's a halfling?
I mean, yeah.
And
they're about the same size, I suppose. He's just a very short human.
Valid.
But yeah.
Malnutrition.
Actually, that would be true because he's poorer than her. Sorry.
Aww.
Yeah. But he has
How
like.
much gold do we have to give his mom?
Oh my god.
Why are we like this?
He has a little bit more feminine features and like a little bit more thin than her, just a little bit. But he kind of like wraps his arms around her a little bit, like leaning over her a little bit, I suppose. And just says, "Well, we can play a lot when we get back, so we can probably come see Visa another time, right, Visa?" And she like looks down at him in distaste and says, "Please don't. You are very noisy, and you stink worse than this place."
Yeah, kids do be like that.
Yeah.
And on this day, I refined silent kinship.
And at that, she kind of just backs away from them a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Thank the nice dragon.
Thank you, Visa. Thanks, Visa. I'll see you again in a year, okay? She goes and runs up to, she, grabs Robin's hand, since Robin has kind of been fretting around them a little bit, and then just starts pulling Robin. She's chattering about the time that they spent on the water, in the boat, and, how many stars she counted at night.
I can assure you, Robin is having an equally thrilling conversation.
Oh, yeah. For sure. But yeah, you were able to steal the children away from this black dragon. She doesn't seem to look back after them, unless somebody is looking closely. She does a little bit eye when you guys leave before you are out of view. But you kind of go back the way you came pretty easily. And by the time you guys reach where you guys had landed, it is dark again. It had been several hours of you in there, in that forest. But you were back on the edge of the Ustalok.
Do you want to camp on land, or do we just want to...
What time is it, Ren?
It would be about 8 p.m. or so. If you want to, you could probably take a boat into the water a little more. You would be waking up a little bit later.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, we should probably just get the other... Should we just drag the other boat once we get it to the boat that we docked then, or...
If you have rope, you could probably just tie it to the back of your other boat.
Well, I mean, because they were a little bit apart, is what I mean. We have to get them to each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't take too long. It was maybe just like a 20-minute jaunt, I think, to...
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
I mean, we
God.
can get the boats tonight,
Yeah.
make camp, head out in the morning.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
All right, we do that.
Alrighty. I'm going to change the day then. Oh my goodness. I really should make like a physical calendar for myself so I don't have to do this all the time.
What day is it?
It is going to be, or technically you guys should probably take a watch if you want to take one.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
was the 18th, it is going to be the 19th. Oh, come on. don't do this.
Quinplar, right?
Yes, Quinn Pilar. But yeah, if you guys want to take watches, feel free to do so. Just let me know what order you want to do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the
And
dome
who's
just in
doing
case,
it?
though. But
I
Pyra
will
will,
Watch.
sorry. Pyra will take watch with Mugs.
That's good.
I will take a watch with whomever.
I will take second watch.
Alright.
Then I'll be on third. So
Okay.
we've got people
Um,
on all of them.
Francia can help somebody if they want, or aid them.
Friends, you can help Mare then, since Pyra's got Mugs.
Yeah.
Then
I assume
Robin
would be
will help
helping
Mayor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So Francie will help Mayor. But yeah, you guys can roll for your perception checks.
Jamie, what's
Yeah.
Pyra's perception? Should she help
You
Mugs or
should definitely roll.
Okay. I will roll.
Does Franzia have dark vision?
Let me check. I'm pretty sure she does.
Asimar
Yes.
should, yeah.
That's
She
a
do.
19 for Mugs.
Do you want Francie to roll for perception then? Since Mayor probably doesn't have dark vision, does she?
Let's do it.
What was that?
I'll just roll because it'll be a flat roll with
Okay.
help. Yada yada yada.
Gotcha.
And I've got pretty decent to begin with. Okay.
Yeah, because you most definitely have better than Francie. She only has a +2.
Yeah.
Are we all rolling our perceptions right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got a 19.
It's a 12.
Alright. So let's see here.
I can worry about these kids running off. Do we need to tie them to a tree?
Please don't tie the kids to a tree.
It doesn't seem. It seems like after the trek through the woods, they seem quite tired.
Okay.
They go to bed fairly easily, without a fight. They kind of like tell stories a little bit. Like they're talking about these like cool books that they found in the druid's hut, and like these weird looking potions that the dragon told them not to drink. Like things like that.
Oh yeah, Pyra made the dome look like, just blended into the swamp, like a dark grayish, muddy, whatever, green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So first, second, and third watch actually go well. You guys don't see a whole lot of predators. It doesn't seem like they wander out this far. A few, like every once in a while, you will see a little bit into the darkness. There is like a large cat, maybe like an ocelot or something similar, just kind of like goes out to the water to get a drink and then disappears. They aren't there for very long, but it seems like they don't really care to notice your area, and they seem to stick closer into the shadows or don't bother you at all. I didn't roll anything, so we're good. The night goes off without a hitch, and you guys wake with the rising sun. On day 19, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, up and at 'em. Time to go home.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, the night before we go to bed, though, Pyra will send a sending to the mom, Euphin, and say, we got your kids. We'll be like a day and a half. It'll be a day and a half to get across the Uzalak to get back. Don't worry, they'll be safe. Oh, this is Pyra, by the way. You can reply to this message.
You hear, yeah, that's right.
Euphin.
Yes. You hear Yu's voice. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Travel safe. Godspeed.
And the next morning, Pyra will give the Willacity the normal people should give the Willacities.
Fuck yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Did this save or did it not save? Hold on, I'm trying to... Are you serious? Where is it? No, it did not save. What the hecky, dude? Sorry, I was trying to change the calendar and it didn't save it. Because it's a little jerky jerk face. Alright.
Novelty jerky.
Uh-huh. Jerky
Oh,
store.
yeah. The jerky store.
But
Robin
yeah.
would love the novelty jerky store.
So,
Yeah, undoubtedly.
with you guys dragging both of the boats back, it is a little bit slower to kind of trek back. It does take you about 2 days to get back. It is a little bit taxing to do so. It's quite hard to do so, but you get back on the 21st of Gressin.
Okay. Roll another board.
Oh wait, no, yeah, it would be the 21st, I believe. No.
Crescent?
It would be, sorry, that's the week. Let's see. So it'd be, yeah, because it's 2 full days. You would be back on the 21st of Quimpilar.
Okay.
Because you would have spent about 2 nights on the water. You're a little bit sunburned.
Oh god.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that good.
That's not a problem when you have a mask on.
Just for your face.
Muggs is tan.
I'm protected from UV rays at all times.
Oh my
Fair.
gosh. Yeah,
Just
the
got, like the
weather's...
backs of her hands sunburned.
The weather for one of those nights was a little bit choppy. There was some rain. Not the most comfortable, but, and the kids complained a little bit, but it was fine. Nothing you guys couldn't handle. The kids did get bored. They started... they almost wanted to jump into the water and then thought better because, Flint admits that he cannot swim.
My god. How did you children make it to the dragon?
What was her name? Joni kind of like grins and like puts her hands on her hips and she says, "I am a very good rower and swimmer."
I'm sure you are, sweetheart. You seem like it.
Really?
Don't do this again, please. Yes, you do, but please don't do
Thanks.
this again.
But yeah, you guys are able to make it into dock. There are a couple of people that are waiting for you. They were kind of told to be, expecting you, I
lookout.
suppose. There is, what was the name of the guy? Hold on, I had it in my...
Oh
No, it's
God.
not Glenn, the boatman that you talked to. It was, Yu's...
It was...
Yu's brother. Oh, Andy Fennon. Which is Yu's brother. You guys had never met him yet. But he is one of the people that owned one of those fishing boats. And he is the one to greet you when you guys land. A couple of other, fishermen are there, kind of like a round of applause as you enter, like, to greet you, and one of them like kind of like rings a bell on one of the boats. Just in celebration that the kids are back safe.
Best welcome I've ever got anywhere.
Yeah. And Joni basically leaps out of the boat to hug her uncle. And he just gives her a big hug, and he's this kind of like taller, kind of like, what would you say? He's got like this darker, sandy, ashen blonde hair, a little bit more built, darker skin, you know. And he just kind of gives her a big hug and kind of a warm smile at you guys. My goodness. Glad to see you all back. I can't believe you stole my boat. He's like, kind of pinches, Joni's face, and she just kind of like makes a face as he does that. And then, looks at Flint as well and says, I'm glad you made it in one piece, young man. I'm very brave. And he just, like, stares at him for a minute, and then, Flint just, like, deflates, and then just kind of, like, also climbs out of the boat, just, like, scampers up. And he kind of, like, Andy kind of reaches out and, like, fluffs his hair a little bit, and then looks at his hand, and it comes around dirty. And he just, like, wipes it on his pants a little bit. Well, I suppose we should get you to your mother's. And he looks at you guys now, too, and that same warm smile. You must be the people my sister had employed. I really appreciate your help.
Of course.
Yeah,
Found
not
out
really
today.
employed, more like concerned citizens.
Well, that's wonderful. God knows we needed the help.
Just thankful we could get him back safe and sound.
He just nods a little bit, and he, like, looks over his shoulder, and everybody has kind of gone back to what they were doing, and he just sighs a little bit, and he says, he kind of, like, bends down a little bit to look at Joni and says, alright, well, I'll be there for tea with you and Mom, so I will see you later, little one. He gives her hair a little bit of a fluff, too, and then looks back to you guys. You'll be taking her to my sister's place, yes?
Yes.
I must return to work, unfortunately. But thank you once again. I will take the boats for dock.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
We still need one.
yeah. Actually, a quick thing. We're gonna have to go back into the swamp in a bit. Can we
rent a
like
boat?
have? Well, can we have the fee waived rather for saving the kids?
He gives you an even bigger smile, and he says, of course, of course.
Oh, good.
Cool.
I'll leave this one tied for you. And he'll just, like, leave the one that you guys used on the dock. Just kind of tied up there. Well, he kind of leads the other one off to a different area to be... kind of gets in the boat himself to row it to where it needs to go. But yeah, you guys are left with the two children. They are on land. They definitely do not stay still.
All right, kiddos, let's drop you off with your parents.
Well, you met my mom, right? She's really pretty. Do you know where, Flint lives? Because he doesn't live with me. He lives, like, down that way.
Yeah, he could probably guide us to his place.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. How many houses is it away, Flint? I don't really remember anymore. And Flint just, like, sighs a little bit, and he's like, I can take us there, it's fine. It's, like, this far. It's not that far. And I need
All
to...
right, how about we just start walking? We'll follow you. You guys know it better than us. Let's get going. Here we go. We're on our way.
Yeah, you guys are definitely making your way. I need to see what district it is, because I can't remember now. 1 second. It is...
Do we just want to be, oh, mutated alligator, we're gonna go kill it? Is that the story?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like just a big alligator. Like the biggest
Yeah.
freaking alligator I've ever seen.
Also, maybe we should try and before we leave, we need to go back and pay out maybe pay for a week and a half of because we only paid for one night, and we should probably pay for the rest of the nights and future night since we're gonna be in the swamp, and so our stuff can stay there at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we gotta feed our horses, and maybe we could talk to the Starosta and see if they could pay us for taking care of this undead thing.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
Money's good.
Yeah, but not money from people who
Right.
obviously
Right.
Money
yeah.
from the Starosta is good.
Yeah, money from the Starosta is good.
But yeah, he takes you a little bit farther into the lock ward. Flinch does, and you pass by kind of like more ramshackled huts. These aren't like necessarily. Past the lock ward is the hill ward, so that's the better area of the district. But it seems like the lock ward also has a few like ramshackled houses here. And he takes you to kind of a smaller one. It's got 2 stories, but it definitely is squished in, you can tell. And he basically, like, open kicks his door.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, though, it actually is, like, stuck partially, so him kicking the door really is something he has to do to get it open. Because the frame is just, like, a little bit crooked, so he's just like, like, and he's just, like, yelling, he's like, Mama, Papa, I'm home! And there is, like, a loud crash, from somewhere inside the house, and then running. And a human woman and, man, kind of pop their heads out, of a different room. There's this kind of, like, frazzled, curly, brown-haired woman, a little bit on the plumper side, and she has a young little girl on her hip, and, she has kind of this, like, stained apron, kind of, like, white, a little bit, and just, like, a brown kind of frock sort of situation. Her hair is, like, pulled back in a bandana and tied up, and her darker eyes go wide, and she's like, Flint, oh my god! And she runs forward and scoops him up, 2 children in her arms now, and a more lanky, kind of straight blonde-haired man with, these actually quite, like, almost a hazel green eye, steps out. He's got, like, these, round-rimmed glasses, and you see him with the remnants of a couple of plates in his hands. They're just shattered, and he's just, like, he's looking at his child in shock, and then at you guys and the little girl behind you, and then at his boy, and he kind of just, like, drops the plates again, and then rushes forward to hug his children. And his wife. And the wife is just kissing him all over, and Flint does not seem to enjoy it. And after a moment, they stop their family reunion, and she's kind of, like, smoothing his dirty hair, and she's like, You are disgusting! What is all this? Where were you? What have we told you about running off?
Yeah, swamps.
They were in the swamp. My gods, Flynn. And he just kind of, like, rubs the back of his neck because he's kind of, like, pushed away because his mom has a grip on his shoulders now, since the husband has taken the baby from his wife. And they are kind of, like, softly kind of, like, crying a little bit, the little child, and he's kind of, like, stepped back a little bit to kind of hush the child, and she just has Flint at arm's length to, like, look him over, and then she finally looks at you guys, and there's a look of, like, relief and, like, Just relief, basically, and appreciation in her face. I really can't thank you enough. You said that she had kind of had people that were nice enough to send themselves after our children. I'm so relieved.
I mean, it was the least we could do to get you guys your kids back.
Oh, you don't understand. This is more than anything. People will do far less for far more.
It's what we do. We're just happy to help.
Who are you? I never did get a name from you.
Oh, we're the Muggs looks at Pyra like, are we saying this name? Is that our real name?
I also look at Pyra.
Jamie?
Hello?
Oh my god, Jamie's dead.
This is in character awkward silence.
Oh
Come back! Jamie? Jamie?
Hello, babe.
Jamie?
She's been poofed to the astral scene.
He's fucking gone. I'm sure
can't
Robin
believe-
would say Girls Night Brigade, right?
Girls' night.
She probably would just interject and just say that.
And with that,
You gotta kick your girlfriend.
okay, I gotta kick you. There you go.
There we.
There you are.
Hello?
Hi, babe.
So what were you saying, PK? You turned into I lost my thing. I lost
Okay, they asked what our name was, and Muggs was like, "We're the," and then looked at Pyra like,
Oh,
"Are we
yeah.
actually? Are we actually?
Yeah,
Is that our
we're
real
the
name?"
we're the Girls' Night Brigade.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much, Girls' Night Brigade. She seems a little bit awkward saying that, but still has a genuine sound to her voice.
I just want to say that you can see Ira's mouth because it doesn't like cover that part of her face, and you do see just a big grimace.
Of course. But yeah, the mother seems quite appreciative, and Joni kind of like steps forward a little bit, pushing past you guys, and she says, "I'm really sorry, Castella. We kind of wanted to go do some things, and we thought it would be really cool to go see the stars at night. And we kind of like got too far and turned around a little bit, and we just kind of thought maybe going to see whatever that lizard thing was in the swamp would be." And she's like kind of like trembling a little bit, like she's gonna cry.
And
and
it was just a crocodile. We took care of it. You know.
And the human woman steps forward a little bit and hugs the little girl and gives her dirty forehead a kiss. She's like, "I'm just glad you're safe. Don't do it again, though, dear. And go home to your mother. I'm sure she's worried sick."
Yep. One less stop on this little babysitting trip. All right, kiddo, we're heading home.
Jody just gives a nod, and she looks at Flint again, and from his mother's arms, he gives her a little bit of a wave, and he says, "I'll see you tomorrow." And he looks at his mom at school, and she gives him a hard face, and she's like, "Yes, school." And he just, like, grimaces, and just, like, hides a little bit. Like, ugh. But Joni just gives him a wave, and just steps out, and like looks back at him a little bit, and then seems to steel herself, and she's like, "Okay, I want to go see my mom now."
Yeah, you are. Chin up. Let's go.
Yeah. The the Rose
Oh wait,
family.
before we leave, I want to try and does it look like they don't? It looks like they don't have very much, right?
It's a little bit of a dilapidated house, but it seems like they have like modest interior. It doesn't look like
Okay.
they're living off any scraps necessarily, but they definitely aren't wealthy.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try and stealthily leave 10 gold. I don't have much, so
Sure,
It's
roll
all
me sleight of hand.
That's a lot for a commoner.
Yeah.
We continue to literally just pay people for services we provide to them.
Yeah, you do.
it wasn't very good. 14?
I mean, commoner people don't have a big perception. That's definitely fine. Their passive is like 10. You're good.
Okay, yeah. She'll leave it somewhere they can find it later.
Sure. Yeah, you kind of like there's like a when what's his name? Flint like banged open the door. He kind of like rattled this side table. You just kind of place the coins there a little bit, just quietly place them, and as you shut the door behind you, since the mother seems to be preoccupied with chastising her child, well, now they're not in the public eye.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like pushing him off, like, now we go to take a bath. A very long bath. One that makes you less stinky. And yeah, they take their son back. But you are able to make it to use house fairly easily. Now that you know where it is, you're able to go past the warm dew bathhouse quite quickly. And you were there within 10 minutes or so. Let's see. The door is currently closed. There doesn't seem to be any lights on right now. But the blinds are closed, so...
Instead of knocking, Pyra will prestidigitate the sound of knocking.
Oh my god.
That.
Sure.
She's so extra.
Why touch things when you can just make the noise? But yeah, there is a kind of a little bit of a delay between your knock and her coming to the door. But you is there within 5 minutes of you knocking. And she has kind of a shawl wrapped around her shoulders. And she kind of peeks out a little bit and then realizes that it is you guys, and her daughter is right there, and the deadbolt that she had on her door, she basically, like, goes to fling the door open, it stops, and then she has to go close the door, fumble with it again, undo it, and then fling open the door, and she all but, like, scoops up her child.
Yeah, sorry about the delay. We didn't know how long it would take to get Cubos back.
Oh my goodness. Look at you. And she's like, Mommy, it's not that bad. I didn't get hurt. And she's like, you could have gotten very hurt. And she's kind of just doing a little bit of tutting, and then, looks back at you, and she's like, it's fine. I'm just glad you're here. Would you like some tea or something? I'm sure you're tired from your journey. It's the least I could do, since you didn't ask for anything.
We
I
love
like tea.
Yeah, tea's good.
Alright, please come in. And she opens the door a little bit wider. It had flung back a little bit, and she kind of like flinches when she notices that the door handle had made a little bit of a hole in the wall.
Do be
But
like that.
yeah, she just kind of ignores it for the time. And it's just kind of, she has scooped, with surprising strength, her 8-year-old daughter up into her arms. Which is quite a feat, considering that they can be quite heavy at that age.
She's just shredded.
Yeah, she's just
You're
freaking
shredded.
jacked. You notice that the living room that had recently, or had all of her daughter's stuff, has been neatly cleaned. Everything that was out of place before seems to be cleaned. Maybe she stress cleaned while she was waiting. Because everything seems to be sparkly clean. There is already a kettle that has been placed on the table. She just grabs a couple of mugs and kind of like looks around, and then grabs a pile of scones that she has also made off to the side and places them onto the table. They're like this glazed blueberry sort of scone. And she just gestures for you to sit while she goes to make some tea. And as she's kind of like getting the stuff prepared for that, she does kind of get a washcloth, wets it, and then goes to town cleaning her child off. At least her face and her hands.
It occurs to me, Pyra could totally just prestidigitate the kids clean, but she chose not to.
It's to show the risks.
Jamie forgot to.
Who cares if children are dirty?
It's just building their immune system. A little bit of dirt's not gonna hurt them.
Looks at Ira covered in a fine layer of dirt at all times.
This was adding myself, by the way.
God.
Immune system, Ira. Ira is immune to the coronavirus.
I'm thinking back now to the point when I was also a 7 or 8 year old person, and I just literally was waist deep in a swamp before.
It do be like that.
It do be like that.
Have the mud.
Yeah.
I fell in mud earlier today. It was for the D&D immersion experience.
You
that's
must.
That's exactly why I fell
And
in
you
mud.
set your hair on fire.
That's also why I set my hair on fire.
why.
Must be like Tyra.
Yeah, it was for D&D, guys.
You
It
had to-
wasn't because I'm a
It was
dumbass.
research.
You had to have the
Also,
full
you were
pyro
LARPing.
experience.
I was LARPing. Yeah, actually. I'm
God.
a LARPer.
I'm the LARPer. Oh my god, okay. But yeah, you were able to enjoy some tea and some scones. She does ask you how they were, what happened to her children, that whole spiel. Just kind of asking how they were and stuff.
Yeah, no, they were fine when we got there. There is apparently... They were looking for some mutated crocodile. We took care of it. Nothing big.
Roll me a deception check, please, Pyra.
Yeah.
Big fucking lizard.
That was only 13.
A 13? Okay, I'm gonna roll for her. She looks at you, Pyra, and with the full mom gaze, you have a sinking feeling that she knows that you're not telling the truth.
Oh, Pyra just gets that uncomfortable look like a kid does when they get caught lying.
She rolled a natural 20 with no modifier.
This is why we let Robin do the talking.
Robin's not here. And I
Yes,
have
but
a
like
high
imaginary.
Robin
I have
is
a high
confusing.
deception. It's just I rolled a 8.
Oh, honey. Oh, sweetie.
Yeah.
She gives you the mom look, TM, sips her tea for a good long minute, lets you ruminate in that, and she says, "Now why does it sound like you're lying to me?"
What? No, I would never lie.
If it helps, you really don't want to know.
Okay, admittedly, there are also some ghouls and creepy undead things in the swamp, but we really didn't want to worry you with that.
She
That's
does
the deal with that.
pale a little bit at that, and kind of looks into her tea and then nods a couple of times. And she looks like she's about to open her mouth again, and and Joni kind of reaches out to tug on her mom's sleeve a little bit, and she looks at her child, and she says, "It's okay, Mommy, I'm back, so you don't need to worry anymore, okay? I won't do that again. I'll wait for at least a year before I go back in a boat like that." And she goes, "No! 2 years! At least!" And Joni's like, "But that's so long, Mommy!"
What did I tell you, kid? 2 years is just better.
Mm-hmm.
And she just, the mother kind of just, does, that hysterical laughter, like she's letting loose that, anxiety feeling that she had, and just shakes her head and, hangs her head a little bit. Oh my god, child. Well... Either way, I'm glad that it ended better than it could have, and I suppose it's good to know at least that's the issue.
Yeah, we are gonna go back to the swamp to try and deal with aforementioned bad, unpleasant things that don't make for good tea conversation.
Yeah.
So hopefully there shouldn't be any problem, even if any other kids manage to wander off in there.
Oh, that would be lovely. Oh, I know. I bet you the Starosta would be able to help. Hold on, let me see if I can... and she kind of steps out of her chair, and, like, wipes her hands a little bit on her own dress, and looks around a little bit like she's forgetting what she was going to look for, and then goes, oh yes, the seal, right. And wanders off for just a moment, and, Joni looks a little bit uncomfortable, like, why did my mom leave? And then she comes back with, a piece of paper, and, has written down something on it, and hands it over to, Muggs, since you were the last one to kind of talk to her. So,
Okay.
if you give this to Starosta Frida Langer? I think that's the right name, right? Yeah. Frida Langer? Jeez Louise. I can't say, I swear I can't say most of the names that Matt has put in this book.
You really do be
Frida.
like that.
You
Frida
do be
Langer.
like that. If you talk to Frida, she'll know that you have me vouching for you. So, it would be... I think she'll listen to you, and maybe she'll be able to give you something more monetary than I could.
Much appreciated.
Of course, it's the least I could do for you bringing back my child. Flint was okay too, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Returned safe and sound to his parents. Getting a bath right now.
Thank goodness, that boy is such trouble.
He was exciting, for sure.
Joni just, like, tugs on her mom's sleeve. He's not that much trouble, Mama. It's fine. She's like, oh, I mean it in the most loving way, dear. He's just... a lot.
I mean, he's a kid. Most kids are like that with swords at that age.
She's like, sword! And she realizes that she's about to say swords, and then looks at Joni and realizes she has a sword. And it's just... exasperation in her face. She's like, again, you found them? I had them locked up. Joni just, like, does a big grin, and then just, like, kind of dashes off, with her sword to go hide it, probably. And her mother just, like, looks after her.
Well, I think we'll leave you to your swordsmanship.
You hear her, like, clamber up the stairs.
Yeah, that sounds like that'll be a fun time.
It's always fun with her around.
Of course. You have a great night.
Of course,
Afternoon.
you as well. And thank you so much once again. It's... I can't tell you how grateful I am to have her back.
Not a problem.
And with that, she will collect your teacups.
Yeah.
And after a pause, she kind of says, oh, and take the rest of the scones with you if you'd like. I've made far too many for myself.
Score.
That sounds like a brilliant idea.
I mean, if we have to, she says she's piling some into her
Yeah.
arms.
You leave us no choice.
You guys basically
Absolutely
get,
not.
like, 2 pounds of scones. There's quite a few.
She went ham.
Stress
Oh,
baked.
yeah. She's stress-baked and stress-cleaned.
Is the house very shiny and clean?
Oh, yes.
We just leave like arms piled with scones.
Just pie. You guys are just rolling in scones at this point.
Instead of paid in gold, we get scones.
Yep.
Genuinely,
The
this is
only
better than
form-
most monetary compensation I've ever received for anything. So this is
Franzia also
I-
has, like, an arm of scones and is currently stuffed half of one in her mouth.
delicious.
Ira does know how to properly trade in scones, though. She doesn't understand money, but she understands scones.
Money is made up. Scones are
Scones. Scones are very real.
not. Scones are forever. There's some quote that I can tie that to.
Money is a construct, but scones are very, very real.
Oh yes. Scones are the fabric of the economy. Anyways.
Yeah, scones are delicious. Let's see here. Oh boy.
So to the
So-
Starosta, and then we take care of
Starosta.
the inn situation till we get back. Yeah.
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 So, you guys are in the same district that the Starosta would be. In fact, in the Hill Ward, it's fairly easy to figure out where the Crown's Guard barracks and stuff like that is. You can ask a couple people around where the Law Master's office is, or technically where the offices for them are. Let's see here. Oh no, this is Starosta also. Pretty sure they would be there.
I forget,
Yeah.
was Ira a horse the first time they went to go see the Starosta?
Not
We haven't met the
here.
Starosta yet.
No.
Oh, okay. The closer we get to law people, Ira will wild shape into a cat again and just
Yeah.
jump in Robin's arms.
So, what you guys are brought to, you definitely change into a horse quite quickly. The place that you
Cat.
guys are told to enter
Cat.
is cat. Sorry, no horse in Robin's arms. Yes.
You know that one picture that's been going around of the woman with like the mini horse that she's just cradling? You don't know that
Yes.
picture? Hold on. I'll find it.
Oh my goodness.
It's just on my dashboard.
But the Crown's Guard stockade is basically a tall single-story rectangular building made of stone. It is the kind of main center for Crown's Guard in Trestenwald. It's definitely not pretty. It's very much like a defensible place. And the front part of this building, you are greeted with double doors. And there are banners of the Crown's Guard on either side. After a short conversation with the front Crown's Guard that are at these doors, you are let through. Especially if you brandish that paper. Since most people here know who Euphenin is, her name seems to hold a little bit of weight, and her seal, which is at the bottom of the paper. And you were let in, and someone goes ahead to catch the Starosta for you, since it seems like they are having a rare slow day. Do they have... I don't know if they even have information on the Starosta. Hold on one second. I'm gonna check and see if the guide has information on the Starosta or not, because sometimes they don't.
Who needs information on the Starosta when you can just pretend like there's a Starosta there?
Yeah. Who needs information on the Starosta when he can simply buy it?
Find this stupid mini horse picture.
I sure do like looking through the guide. Oh shoot, let's not close that. That would be dumb. Alright, let's see. No, that's not it. That's dash. That is not the correct one. This is on the wings. This one. Y'all are still there, right?
Yep.
No.
Okay. I was like, wow, it's very quiet.
We're patiently waiting.
Oh, bless you guys. Let's see. Let's hop
Found
over.
Wolfen's voice. I'm past patiently waiting. I'm constantly slashing every expectation.
Where the heck is it? I don't need Komorta. There's Trustful Mold. Alright.
Freaking horse photo.
Okay, so it is a female, but they have no information on her, really. Is she
She's gay.
human? I mean, yes, but...
She's a gay dwarf.
That's all we needed to know.
Yeah... So let's see. So you guys are greeted by a kind of more stout looking dwarf woman. She's got this
Yeah.
blonde hair pulled back in kind of blonde plaits and like tied up to her hair a little bit. And then like this kind of fine looking beard that's a little bit braided at the tips. Who's wearing kind of more, what would you say? Business attire, I suppose. She's not wearing anything that's like necessarily a signal of like a starosta necessarily. More like casual clothing-ish.
It's Casual Friday.
Yeah,
Casual Friday.
but it still looks like very nice clothing. And
Business
she,
casual.
yes, she kind of gives you all kind of a greeting wave, as she's kind of brought over by the... Who's the Lawmaster? They don't have them...
Lawmaster.
Lawmaster,
Lawmaster, Lawmaster.
I don't think they
Mhm.
have one. It just
Burgermeister
says...
Meisterburger.
Yeah.
Works alongside resident nobles and local guard guilds to maintain affairs in the city. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Matthew Mercer, please.
At Mercer, please.
Mercer! That's fine. Her, what would you say? You kind of forget what the Lawmaster's face looks like. They're not a very, striking human. Just an average-looking guy. Your average
Just
Joe.
a dude.
Just an average
Just a
Joe.
dude. Just a dude.
Just a guy. Just a guy who's a
Just a
dude.
dude.
Just a dude. And he quickly leaves since it seems like he was in the middle of something else.
Doing unimportant NPC things.
Yes, exactly. And Frida gives you guys like one of those warm smiles and says, "What can I do for you? I hear you saved some kids. Thank you very much."
Yeah, a mug. Show her the paper mugs.
Yeah, we saved some kids, which was great, but there's a lot of ghouls and other monsters in that swamp. Muggs is handing over the paper. And we think that there's the source of them in some caves in the swamp. And
She looks at you with a little bit of confusion, but does like slowly bring her eyes to the paper that you handed her.
and it's like seriously dangerous. Like there were a lot of ghouls.
Yeah.
They're not very nice. Anyway, we were thinking we could go like into the caves to try and deal with that, so that if more kids do something dumb, like take a boat into the swamp.
Yeah,
they
a
could
more
maybe-
long-term solution.
Yeah, they could not maybe be at risk of being eaten by ghouls.
She gets a little bit of a hard look on her face, and like tugs at her beard a little bit.
Also, not to alarm you, but there's a powerful demon in there called a Merilith.
yeah, that too.
I don't know what that is, but you seem like capable folk. Look, we've been hearing for years about ghouls and things in them forests, but, I mean, they seem to be just fine for a while. Tell you what, I'll go take a look at what I can offer you. It would be nice to make sure that these kids aren't gonna be messed with. I suppose we can up security on our boats, since it seems like they were pretty easily stolen. Give me just a moment. You can come with me. She'll wave you forward, and she's going to bring you into her office. It's just a simple room, with a stone desk at the far end of the room, from the door. It's just a bunch of crates with, like, pieces of paper, different weaponries here and there. There are several chairs that are kind of just, like, haphazardly placed. And she just, like, gestures for you to sit down while she goes through some of the paperwork that she has. Looks through it and then puts it down. She sets the paper that you gave her on her desk. And just kind of flips through a couple of things, makes a few notes on a piece of paper. And I'm gonna generate how much she wants to offer you guys. Let's see.
Roll high, roll high.
Let's see.
Anna just died.
And
Anna.
Oh, yeah.
you guys remember Anna?
Hmm?
Name doesn't ring a bell, but like, you know, maybe.
Also, PK, I don't know who that cat is that came to visit you, but he's very cute.
He's very cute.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is
Horse
either.
is so freaking cute, though.
Yeah, that's just Ira and Robin.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
cute. I'm gonna die.
Aww.
I want to kiss baby horse. But, he, who was talking mostly? It was, I suppose she would slide the paper over to Pyra. And you see written on there, basically the tasks that you had talked about. Eliminating, major threats of, just listing off several of the, like, the ghouls, the, guests, and, the other creatures that you had listed. And then, she tries to spell the name of the demon that you talked about. Actually, is it a demon or a devil? Let me check. Demon. And she gets pretty close. But, at the end, the monetary gain that she's offering is 590 gold.
Nice.
We will take literally any money because we keep doing things for no money. So,
Yeah, no, you find this amenable. She'll hand it to other people to read. What about you guys? Well, at least I
this
find it
seems-
amenable.
this seems swell to me.
She's about to hand it to Ira, and then she remembers.
God.
That Ira is a cat?
And also
Yes.
blind.
And also blind.
He's about to hand what, Ira? What?
The paper with the money on it. Or the
Money amount listed
sum.
on it.
Ah, yes. Wait, is Ira the treasurer now?
Oh my
It's
god.
Just showing people so that they. But yeah, okay, 500 sounds good.
Alright, that seems amenable. Alright. And she kind of just pauses for a moment, and then we'll write a little bit on the paper and say, alright, if you want to just sign here, we can just make that a contract agreement. She kind of, writes her own name there, contracted by, or, at the end, next to it, and she kind of writes in for you to have an area to sign as well.
Yeah, she'll put Pyra, Pyra of the Girls' Night Brigade.
Alright. She kind of takes a look at it and then nods. Alright, well, not sure when you want to get to be doing it, but we'll set this aside for you. Just bring proof of whatever you kill. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Will do.
We'll just, yeah. We'll figure it out.
Oh, quick thing. We can't. I don't think we can bring proof of the demon, maybe, unless you want black goo, because when demons die, they turn into black goo.
Do they now? Well, just bring some of the goo. That's fine, I suppose.
And we'll get some pieces of ghouls and other various monsters for proof purpose. We got it.
Yeah.
Right. Alright. That sounds just fine. Well, this has been a delight. Not sure what else I can do for you.
I'm sure you're a busy woman. We've got to go talk to the people at the inn to make sure that our stuff and our horses are all taken care of while we go back to the swamp, to the cave. So, you know.
Sure.
See you around.
Alright.
Yeah.
Stop by anytime, when we're not busy. She kind of just, looks out the door a little bit. They are not busy. But yeah, she goes back to kind of trying to organize her papers. She'll kind of just, stick to doing that instead of seeing you guys out, it seems. She might have been in the middle of doing some cleaning. But yeah, you guys, you don't have the paper on you. She's keeping the paper for you, as contract proof. But yeah, you have the rest of your day to do with it as you will. It is about, I'd say, close to noon. You guys got there pretty early in the morning. Hey, you have most of the day to do what you need to.
Okay, so. By the way, should we
Was it
look for
confusing?
Clark? What was that?
Clark?
Sorry.
I feel bad getting Clark interactions without without
That's true.
Cat here.
Yeah, we can't do it without Cat. Cat,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Robin would be heartbroken.
That's true. We can wait.
Save Clark for after the dragon. He'll be your treat.
I mean, yeah. So, I think we can just talk to the people at the stable and be like, hey, a week and a half for the, stable and the inn to make sure that our shit doesn't get, stuff,
Stolen.
right? We can do that. Okay.
So, what you were able to do, they kind of, give you a discount since you were staying at the inn and things like that. I'd say you wanted a week worth?
A week and a half, maybe, because we
Yeah,
don't know how long
okay.
it'll take.
1 sec. Let me see what I had listed for the price of the rooms. 1 second. Don't remember if I put it in there either. I did not. That's good of me. I had all that stuff listed somewhere. I just don't know where it is now. I love the way I do notes. Anyways. Let's see. Let's see. That would probably be, let's say, for a week and a half, 5 gold would probably do it, I think.
Alright, Mug's for that.
Alright. Yeah, you were able to board your horses, and keep your rooms. Which you guys have bought out the inn. Also, if you want to, you could leave a note for Clark if you want.
We could leave a note for Clark.
Hey,
Um,
wait, and it's those people that you're talking to you and what you call it, Zadash.
Mhm.
Wait for us for a few days if you can. Our goblin friend wants to talk to you, or something.
Just say our bard wants to busk with you.
Yeah, our bard wants to busk with you. You know, jam a little.
All right. Yeah, you leave that at the Nestled Nook Inn. The lady is very nice to, not very nice. She's Louise. She's happy to do so for you. And you are able to do whatever you'd like. You still have your little boat that you can use if you want.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna take off right away?
Yeah. Do you guys want to do something first, or should we head out now?
The less time we spend in a city, the better.
That's fair.
All right.
No, I don't think there's anything I wanted to do.
Okay.
Well, worst case, we can play Truth or Dare on the boat.
And we have scones
that's
for
true.
days.
We do have scones
Scones
for
for
days.
days. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually kind of prefer this payment method. Gold makes me feel guilty.
I mean, gold makes me feel guilty, sure, but also you can't pay for things with scones normally.
Why not?
Because
People
most
just
people don't accept scones. It's weird.
yeah, they don't
It's because
appreciate a
they're-
good scone.
It's because we're all filthy capitalists, that's why.
What is a capitalist?
Oh.
God, I wish that was me.
It's a hard subject and I don't even know all of it either.
Does it affect me?
And, I mean, it
Most
doesn't have
people,
to.
yes, but
Yeah, it does not have to.
We,
You could be totally.
Then I don't care.
All right.
I wish it could be me. Alright, well, let's go find that boat.
Yeah.
And you guys are able to go back to your boat. You are undisturbed. People seem to know that you guys are, you have commandeered that boat. They aren't going to take it away from you. You are sent off on your way if you'd like. We don't necessarily need to do all the travel thing on the boat. I'm gonna roll for weather, though, and see how the weather is
Okay.
like, though.
No matter what the weather is, at least Pyro will remain dry.
Okay, so the first day is good. Alright, yeah, you guys have 1.5 days of decent weather. It's not as cloudy as the other days. The second day is a little bit more overcast, but it's just fine. You don't get rained on or anything like that. Let's see. I'm gonna change the calendar days again. It's been a day and a half.
The night before the night when we rest up in the boat, Pyro will say, send a message to Visa and say, "Hey, Visa, we're gonna be there in about a day and some about in a few. We're gonna be there tomorrow at the spot we met you at before. Meet us there."
1 second, because I wanted to. There is a. What is the Silken Pilar? You guys would know that the day that you guys were in the city, the day after it would be Civilization's Dawn. It is a holiday, the 22nd. So
All
you
the
guys,
holidays.
yeah. I don't know. Do they have a? Doesn't have anything written down, but that's okay.
Why do we gotta be so big on, like...
It is mostly like a
Helping
Paylor
people.
holiday, though, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fantasy Jesus.
Fantasy Jesus.
Hi,
Anna?
Anna.
What about Fantasy
Oh,
Jesus?
welcome
Oh,
back.
Paylor. Paylor's holiday.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
you guys missed it. Let's see.
What?
We were in town the day before a holiday. We just don't get rights. First, we aren't around for the drag show in Hupperduke. Then we miss Civilization's Dawn.
So here's what the description is. The holy day of the library is at the peak of the autumn season. Iman celebrates
Oh.
it with a great bonfire in the square of each neighborhood, around which each community dances and gives gifts. So, That's for Iman. It's not listed in the book for Wild Mount what they do, but I assume there is a bonfire. But yeah, that is what that day is. Franzia would probably be the one that knows most about it, considering that she is a not cleric. Oh my gosh, a paladin of Pelor.
Lawbearer is not Pelor.
Oh shit! No, you're right. God damn it!
Law-
I thought it was
Erathis.
Pelor. Yes, you are right.
Yeah.
Erathis.
Arathis is the Lawbearer.
You are correct. My God.
Pelor is
Laura's
the
wife.
Dawnfather.
Yes, it is. God, I love. Honestly,
Lesbian.
I love that. I love it. Mwah.
That's a lesbian holiday right there.
Lesbian.
We missed the lesbian holiday. Oh
God, we
no!
missed the lesbian holiday. We didn't even miss just a regular stuffy old holiday.
Oh God.
If it helps, with you guys around, every holiday's a lesbian holiday.
That's true. Happy Lesbian Day, everyone.
Happy Lesbian Day.
Bad.
But you guys end up. Oops, that's not the right color. It is the 23rd of Quinpolar when you guys reach the area that you were at before on the Ustalag in the forest again. When you had sent your message, you got just like a back from
It's like sending a message to
Previously.
Ira.
yeah.
This is a dragon after Ira's own heart.
If Ira were to wife anyone.
Yep.
Ira gets
That-
the dragon.
Oh, that would make Robin so upset. That's her job.
God, can't believe Ira's a scaly.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's horrible. I hate that.
I'm so sorry for saying that.
I hate it.
How dare
Are
you
you?
disrespect our local asexual like this?
I'm so sorry.
I add an extra 50 points of damage onto the big bad evil guy.
No. You just kill Muggs instantly for my crimes. Muggs just drops dead. She doesn't even know why.
You die and then are resurrected. Your heart stops just for a minute.
Just for a hot second.
Yeah.
Your heart palpitations.
Yep.
That was weird. It's like I got some kind of arrhythmia or something.
God.
You good? You need to sit down?
No, I think I'm alright. That just felt weird for a second. Whew. Alright, moving on.
Healing hands. No kidding. Yes. Visa is a little bit into the tree line. She's kind of just sitting with her tail wrapped around her feet, just watching you guys as you make your way closer into the swamp. And you notice a little bit now that she's more in the sunlight, her scales, the black is almost like an oil slick, like this
Like
kind of like
iridescent?
yeah.
Nice.
They're almost like a what would you say? Like a purpley black. It's very pretty. With tinges of green in it. But yeah, she kind of just watches you guys as you dock your boat, and she's like looking at it with a little bit of distaste. Welcome back
hey
to the
there.
swamps.
Yeah, glad to be back.
Are we?
We are.
No.
Have you prepared yourselves?
We're as prepared as we always are.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's go. She just kind of stands up and begins her trek, and she definitely moves quicker than you guys. She is a larger creature. If there are any smaller trees in her way, she just pushes them aside. It seems like she doesn't have much trouble in this terrain. But yeah, she starts leading you guys kind of, for a moment, a little bit like, what would you say? Southwest, I believe, is the direction? No, southeast. My goodness. My east and west, I always get them freaking messed up. So she brings you, southeast a little bit, and then goes south for quite a bit longer. It is, once again, hours going into this area. Every once in a while you do find a straggler or two of,
ghouls and
Ghouls?
stuff?
Mostly ghouls. A few stragglers. You were able to pick them off pretty easily. And there is a moment where the area that you are in... I want to get background music because it's driving me nuts. At least the weird creaky sounds. We're gonna get those back, dang it. Wow, my history.
It don't be like that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all the weird shit I've watched in the couple of days. It do be like that. Alright. It's gonna get noisy for a moment.
Ah.
Alright. So,
Actually, it's not that loud this time.
good. But yeah, she brings you guys... You notice that as you get more southern, into this swamp, that, like, even-ish ground that had been there before after the roots, at the beginning of it, actually turned into much softer, almost clay-like ground. Your feet kind of stick to the ground. And there is very much a almost cut-off darkness into this swampy area. And there's, like, this kind of curtain of, like, those long draping sort of moss-like lichen. And she just parts it with one of her claws. And gestures forward with her head. We'll continue through here. The cave is about a mile this way.
How much farther to the hut? You said there was things we could gather there.
Oh, right. I suppose we can stop there first.
Yeah.
It's not too far from here. 10 minutes or so. Come. And she will lead you. She drops the curtain of lichen again, and wanders a little bit more east into the forest, and brings you probably to the driest part of the area. And what you guys see is this very small, round hut made of this sort of dried... there's like this grove of basically an open, mossy area. There are like small white little flowers that grow in this area. And there is a very distinct sort of structure there. This sort of larger, round hut with a... most likely used with the roots of some mangrove trees. Kind of just used to make like a rounded top. There is some, what would you say they are? There's kind of like, you can tell that there are channels from this that would channel off runoff from the top of this roof. There is off to kind of more the left side of this place, this dormant hut where there is no light inside of it. There is a mound off to the side and a stick placed in the ground there. Very much looks like a marker to something. And Visa points in that direction.
Okay.
That is Lowen's home. Free to look around as you please.
Thank you. We'll be as respectful as possible.
Don't care, take what you need. Just don't disturb his gravesite.
She nods. Person.
I shall go into the hut and start feeling things indiscriminately.
Sure.
I want to ritual cast detect magic because you mentioned there was an item we could borrow or something.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. What do you all find?
I am looking for things that are trapped, hidden, or otherwise obscured.
Sure. Roll me a, oh my goodness. What is it called now? Investigation. Yes, thank you. My brain is starting to shut down.
not
May I
good.
perception?
Yeah.
Why am I not good at investigation?
Make a touch me check.
Okay, that's only a 14.
Okay.
I
Nothing
got a
seems.
25.
Oh, nice. So nothing seems to be trapped. That you can tell, Mayor. I mean, this seems like maybe there were kids in here before because some things have been knocked over. There. You assume that if there were kids in here, they probably would have tripped whatever was in here if there were any traps. Ira, you are able to touch quite a few things in this room. You are able to figure out that there is a bookcase a little bit. Your fingers kind of touch like cool metal for a moment, and you feel a little bit more with your hands, and you notice that it is a scroll of some sort. And there are a few other bits and bobs in this room that you're able to feel with touch. But Pyra, while you are ritual casting, or after you have cast your ritual spell, several things ping for you around the room. There are other things. There are about 6 things that ping with magical energy. There is, where Ira is touching, there is, 2 pings. Actually, no, there's even more than that. Hold on. So that's. There are 8 things, actually.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. Ira is touching one of the things that you notice, and as you kind of take a look next to her, you're able to discern that there are 2 spell scrolls on that kind of bookshelf, and there are a couple books on that shelf, but it seems like they have kind of rotted away a little bit. Perhaps the moisture in the air didn't do very well for the pages, but these 2 scrolls seem to be in much better condition. There is, on the opposite side of the room, on this kind of desky area, it looked like it had almost been, it looks like it's almost carved into the wall. So it is made out of that, like, sun-hardened clay. It is a long wand. I don't know what, it tells you what type of magic, right? Like the school. Hold on. Let me see. What is the... it is abjuration on that wooden wand-looking thing. What are the spell scrolls? Let me check. I think one of them is illusion? Let me see. Yeah, I think one of them is illusion, and the other one is transmutation. Let's see, what else? There is a lantern also near that, the wand-looking item. What does that radiate now? It doesn't have a...
If it's something that gives light, it might be like evocation or something.
No, it would be something that... What is... It is a wondrous item, it just doesn't tell me what school of magic it would be.
Oh, well, it's fine. I can check it later.
Yeah. If you identify it, it'd be fine. And then there is a couple of packets that seem to be along with this other shelf that have a bunch of spell components. There's like 3 of them that give off a minor glow, and then there is... Was that it? Oh yeah, and then there is a potion that kind of has this like swirling amber looking thing in it. Let's see, what... It does not say for that one either. It's just that it's a magic item. Why you gotta be like this? Some sort of uncommon item. I don't know how to tell what else to you. But yeah,
Okay.
you just find a couple of magic items in this room. Ira, you aren't able to tell what magic it is, but you were able to kind of figure out with your touch that there are a couple of interesting items in this room, at the very least.
I hand the things that feel like scrolls to Pyra, because I can't read.
What would the spell scrolls be if I were to look at them?
One of them is Major Image,
Oh,
and the other one is Alter Self.
Oh fuck! Yeah,
Ooh.
those are definitely being saved for later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
What you were able to discern also, there are a lot of spell components in this room. About 200 gold's worth of spell components. Like, it is pile-packed in this place.
How much gold's worth?
About 200 gold's worth.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it is a lot of spell components in this room.
Pyra's gonna
Considering
check
that this
your
guy
notes.
lived, how long dwarves live, he must have been collecting this stuff for a very long time. It's a lot of, like, rarer stuff you'd be able to find in a swamp, so obviously this guy has been traveling in the swamp for many years before he died.
Okay. And then she'll also take the time to identify everything.
Alright, so that would take... So you know for
Yeah, let's
sure the dusts are the same thing.
Yeah.
So let's see. So, you're able to find that one of those is a Lantern of Revealing.
Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah, I wouldn't know what that is.
Nice.
Let me see here.
If I know what it is, I would know what magic it gives.
Mm-hmm.
But that's useful.
Yep.
If Ira were to hold that, she'd really be the fucking hermit tarot card.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you hold this for
So let's see. I'm gonna list all of them here. So, Lantern of Revealing. You also got a Potion of Fire Breath.
Oh.
Let's see here.
It'll be fun
Are
for
you-
someone.
Mm-hmm. I want all the D&D Beyond thingies. Show them to me. And then there is 3 dusts of disappearances.
Ooh.
They are 1 use each, though. Let's see.
He'll call all this out after she identifies whatever they all are.
Might as well just... There we go. And then... Yeah, the spell scrolls. And the last item you were able to discern, Pyra, is a Wand of Dispel Magic.
Oh.
Oh, sexy.
So, I have to type this out because I kind of homebrewed it a little bit. Because I don't think one exists. If there is, I didn't find one, but I just decided to make it myself. So, this Wand of Dispel Magic, it has 4 charges. Each charge allows it to be cast at higher levels, up to 6. Warden Charge allows it to be cast at 3rd level, which is base level. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, it crumbles to dust and is destroyed. Roll a 1d4 per long rest to see how many charges it regains.
Yeah. Can you type that up later on?
Yeah,
Later on,
I've got it typed up. I will just read it into chat in a minute. Because it's on my phone and I gotta throw it to you. Alright. There you go.
Cool. I will make that later.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, those are the things that you get.
Okay, cool.
And you got the spell scrolls too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put them in the loot receive thing.
Cool. Alrighty, ready.
Okay, so yeah, Lantern Revealing, Dust and Disappearance, some spell scrolls, and a nifty wand that I've never heard of. This one dispels magic. But that's neat.
Nice.
We could probably hold on to that in case,
Yeah.
something major comes along later.
Also, the dispel magic one is you need to attune to it. By the way,
Okay, cool.
at least I believe that's how those work. I need to check real quick. Some ones do, some don't. I can't remember though.
Oh, okay, it's the spell magic.
Yes. But yeah, that is what you were able to find in his house. If you want to look for anything else, you can, but that is what you were able to ping with your detect magic.
To Pyra, do you not know how to dispel magic on your own?
Oh no, I do. It's just that it takes a spell slot. I mean, if do you want to try it? Do you want to use it and carry it, or?
I know how to do it.
Okay, well, we can figure out who can carry it later then. We're in no big rush now, I don't think.
Yeah.
Unless you want to hold on to it. Yeah.
Pyra just stares and does not take it.
Okay, I'll hold on to this then.
Sure. I believe the attune.
It takes an hour to attune.
I know. I'm trying to remember if. I believe you would just use your spellcasting modifier with the. It would basically be like if you were.
To cast it.
Yeah. And I believe. Yeah. Anyone who is able to cast. Dispel magic regularly would just use their spellcasting modifier for it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Also, out of character, would Robin want the potion of fire breathing?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
That would
More
be
than that,
amazing.
she deserves the potion of fire breathing.
Mhm.
I think before you give Robin the potion of fire breathing, Iris gonna just confiscate it and put it in her bag because she doesn't want her to take it right away.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that would be bad. Okay, and Dust of Disappearance. Anyone want this?
What does
I
it do?
have some already. I won't argue for more.
Does it do exactly what it sounds like it does?
Yeah, it makes you invisible for a bit, I think, right, Mare?
You in each person and thing within 10 feet of you is invisible for
a couple minutes.
2 to 8 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
2 to 8 minutes.
That's
Or
not
2d4.
right.
2d4, yeah.
Iris
I'll
just
take
holds her
one.
hand out.
Just for kicks and giggles.
Okay, so I'll hand one to Mare, one to Ira, and one to Bugs. There you go.
Fun
Cool.
stuff.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Had a bit of spice.
Okay.
What else is there?
Can Pyra do another once over just in case?
Sure. So, if you want to roll the investigation.
Okay. Oh, that's very good. 15 plus 8, 23.
Oh, shit. Okay. You don't find very much in here. What you do notice with your investigation check, there are a couple of, large claw marks, in certain places, through the windows a little bit, And you kind of notice from those that those claw marks are. You see, like, on the floor there are a couple of copper pieces. It must have been places where he had money at one point. The dragon must have taken the money out and taken it for themselves, you would assume, with your intelligence. Everything else they left in there seemed like she didn't care about. But you notice that he has a journal, actually. And you kind of flip through it a little bit with your investigation. And he talks about finding a recently hatched black dragon. She's very feral, nearly killed him, like, certain things like that. And he talks about how he feels guilty. He was left here with his group, it sounds like. Or left here because his group abandoned him. He'd said something about them being nasty scoundrels who only wanted power. He talked about some sort of plot for them to become half-dragons with the blood that they took from those dragons that they killed. And he states in his journal that because of his guilt, he wants to take responsibility for the child that they left behind. And then it goes into another journal that you find nearby it about raising this dragon. And this is obviously years and years of collected journaling on his life here. There are points where it's like he talks about possibly wanting to leave, but then he circles back to this place isn't the best, but it is the home of my child. Like, and he does not want to be where she is not. And you kind of, like, look outside a little bit, and you didn't really hear her move closer, but she's laying near the kind of mossed-over grave site where she had buried him. And she's just sitting there. But she has this... she has plucked a couple of those white flowers that have been growing on the moss, and has just kind of scattered a couple on his grave.
Does Lowen's journal mention the name of the group that he was with?
Give me a moment. I didn't write it down. 1 second.
Bless you.
Thank you.
What were they called? Give me 1 second.
Called Imagine Dragons.
That would be freaking hilarious.
Imagine Dragon singular.
Give me 1 moment, I'm trying to find a good one. Why did none of these sound good? Darn it.
Damn.
the new Wendy's Dragonator.
Let's see. Man, always sounds so edgy. I need something better. Come on. Oh, here we go. They called themselves the Steel Hoods.
Okay.
He kind of talks down about them and says that they kind of were like, I guess, a mercenary guild that went too far, I suppose. That sort of thing. Hiding behind their hoods like cowards.
Yeah, Pyra will keep the first journal and put it in her bag. But once she leaves, she will offer the second journal to Visa. And say that. Well, I guess when we exit, that'll happen. But yeah. Okay, guys, I couldn't find anything else aside from the journals, which I can give you lowdown about later.
Good idea.
So, do you guys want to maybe try and hit that cave now, or?
Suppose we should start heading there before it gets dark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and in the morning I did do the giftable attribute thing again.
Gotcha. And who did you give it to?
Mugs and actually, if we since we had over an hour, yeah, she'll do it to Francie too. Then that way she can just not sorcerer recovery, do the spell recovery thing and get her spell slots back.
Oh, bless. All right.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that. But yeah, you guys you have collected the items that Visa seemed to be uninterested in. And she has moved already after you had started reading those journals, moved from the area she was back to where you had seen her before.
Hey, Visa, right? Visa, we found I found this journal. It's Lowen's, and it basically, it's saying how much he cared about you, and I wouldn't feel right taking it. Do you want it?
Not really.
Okay.
Just leave it where it is.
Okay, she'll leave it where it is.
It did take her a moment to think about it. And she just mutters, "It's too small for me to read."
Okay, she'll go put it back. And then come back out.
Alright, are you ready now?
Yeah, I'm good. You guys?
Yeah.
Right. And she will start leading you again. And she does mention, she kind of looks up at the canopy of trees that kind of verdant green, and frowns a little bit. You only have a few hours before it gets dark, and I wouldn't suggest being out at dark. Those things tend to roam more often.
Okay. Do you recommend, should we wait it out then, or?
You have 5 hours or so before darkness starts.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We can
that
handle.
should be good.
We can keep track of the time.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
And then she says the exact time it is.
If you are certain. And she will bring you back to the area that she had brought you to before. And the walk is about a mile or so into this darkness. And as you step in, it is almost as if most of those outside sounds that you had heard before just cut off and die in silence. it is a very unnatural sort of still in this area. And it's actually quite cold, actually, compared to where you were before. A good, 5 degrees difference at least. It's not bracing or anything like that, but it's definitely not that humid, kind of almost stale, area that you'd been in before. Your boots kind of, squish in this sort of soft clay, muddy sort of mix of that and moss, and the kind of twisting bits of mangrove trees. But they do kind of change to different types of kind of, I don't know what type of swampy trees there are. What are they?
Swamp trees.
Swamp trees. Different types of swamp trees, like willows. There we go. They're more of a willowy, wispy kind of hybrid tree, as you kind of enter this area deeper into the forest. And takes a good hour of walking before you reach the caves. And it's not necessarily a cave more than it is a little bit of a rise, and then beneath this much, much larger tree. And it is just like a sinkhole into the ground. Around it is kind of this sloshy, muddy area, but it definitely seems to be worn down by a few things. Definitely things have crawled out of this area, you can see. There are claw marks in the roots of the tree that have kind of made this natural sinkhole. And she points with a claw down in there, and it seems like she's struggling in this area, because of both her size and her weight. She just keeps sinking a little bit into this mud, and seems irritated. They come from there most days. I assume they reside within. I am not sure what lies in there, so hopefully it is nothing above your pay grade.
I guess we'll find that out when we get down there.
Mm.
But
I
I
mean,
know-
nothing's been above our pay grade yet, so.
Would Pyra know how powerful Amaryllis is, or no?
So you had a history check before, and that was quite high.
Yeah.
You wouldn't necessarily know everything about them, however, you've been told that they have abilities to circumvent being attacked necessarily. Like they are able to kind of cast a magical thing where it allows them to teleport away from enemies if needed. They have, most of the time, a lot of them, because they have 6 arms, they love to wield blades, and they are basically dangerous in that sense, where if you get anywhere near them and their weapons, you are minced pie. They also...
Lovely.
Yeah, they also seem to resist magic pretty easily.
Oh, fine.
And in some cases, they have been known to have telepathy.
Cool.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
good for us.
Does Pyra share that with the class?
Oh yeah, no, she shares all of that.
Resist magic how? Like it doesn't affect them?
I mean, probably not to the degree of the Rakshasa, but yeah, they're pretty beefy, I guess, when it comes to magic, whittling them down with magic.
They're basically resistant. So they have magical resistance. They have advantage on saving throws against spells, and other magical effects. So they can definitely be hurt by spells, and they also are resistant to non-magical attacks.
Desperately wondering what the CR is on this bad boy, like.
Yeah.
But then again, the Rakshasa we did at, like, level 5, so
We also had a bunch of stuff and like we had magical weapons that we gave back. But monks can punch magic stuff now, right?
I can punch magic
Yes.
stuff now. My
Monks
fists
and
are
then
magic
there's-
too. And we have a bonus. You know, we've got our paladin with us, so I think we're
Yeah.
probably fine.
And then I think
Possibly.
Mara and Robin also have magic weapons, as does
Yeah,
Ira.
everybody
Ira has
should have
magic.
+1 magical weapons. I think that was added in either Zadash or
Pepper did, I
Beyond.
think, right?
Yeah.
'Cause they bought something. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Lisa will pause for a moment and ask. Oh, actually, no, she won't ask anything. She's just going to say, I will not be waiting here for you. I will wait outside of this area. It is not my domain.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, you do you, girl. It's fine.
She kind of just like huffs a little bit, and turns and leaves. She does not give you guys a backward glance.
Ira as a dragon.
God.
But yeah, you kind of feel the ground tremor for just a little bit, and then she is gone.
Good for her.
Mhm.
All right, real talk, guys. Do we think this is like at our pay grade, or do we think we're doing something really stupid right now?
I think we might be doing something stupid.
All right.
No, it's-
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
the Rakshasa was really, really stupid.
Yeah. I mean,
And
we still have the
didn't
scroll
even really
for protect.
know each other yet. So, like,
Yeah.
Guys, I forgot that you guys fought a Rakshasa. You guys are crazy.
yeah, we're a little bit crazy, but you love us. Anyway, let's go.
Pretty useful.
You were not wrong.
Yeah.
We're good at what we do. We fought a
Really?
Rakshasa and we won. All right. We might not have done it well, but we did it. We won. We'll win against.
Yeah.
We won with the help of a dragon.
We won with. We had it on its toes before the dragon. I mean, that guy was severely out of shape. Do you remember that? He was like wheezing and puffing after chasing us across town.
I
Did
mean,
you
yeah.
almost
I think I still have his shirt.
You do.
Oh, yeah, you do. I also still have that scroll of protection against fiends.
Mm,
that's-
Which-
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
sexy.
well,
This
Should
fiend-
probably come in handy. Yeah, demons are fiends. Demons,
Yes.
devils.
Fuck yeah.
Is this thing a demon or a devil?
It is
It's a
a
demon.
demon.
Yeah, at least one of us will make it out of it here alive.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
That's the spirit. All right, in we go.
All right. You were able to descend. You know what? I would like you guys to make a dexterity check because it is quite a slippery ride.
Okay.
Just to see how well you get down this area. It is
I
a
would
little
like
bit
to
of a
imagine that
for
Robin
saving-
and Ira are helping each other.
yeah, sure.
For that is their way.
Oh,
Is this
boy.
a check or a saving throw? I missed that.
Saving throw is fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I have the same either way, so it doesn't matter.
That makes a big difference for me.
No, because we have
You have the
Franzia,
plus
right?
2
What's
from
her bonus?
Franzia. I think
What's
it's a
Franzia?
plus 2. Let me
Plus
check. Plus 3 actually on saves.
Okay. 30! Oh my god!
Natural 20 plus 7 plus 3.
Oh, fuck
Hmm.
you.
Nice.
Okay, well, okay, with the plus 3, that's a 26. I just don't feel like editing it. I'm turning on my camera very briefly. I've got a kitten trying to get
I want to
pork
see the cat.
roast, and
Let me see
it's
the cat. Let me see it. Let me see
Cat,
it right now.
cat.
Right
I
now.
love
Please,
number
cat
2.
stream.
Ira!
Run
No.
How do I fucking? No, no, no. Down.
Oh, hi, number 2.
Baby!
A child.
Creature.
It's 202.
This feral being.
Look at this
Oh
baby.
my god.
Look at
Creamsicle
that little baby
child.
Borg.
Oh, Prince dropped some pork on the floor. You're not.
Look at himst.
I'm so hungry.
It's a bastard.
Hongy.
He
It's the
wants
himbo.
snack. Baby wants snack.
He's not paying attention.
He doesn't want it when you give
Baby
it to
doesn't
him.
want snack.
No
Baby
one
doesn't
said.
want snack when you're giving it to him. He wants it when he can have it when it's being taken away from him.
Also, did you post that TikTok last night?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm
What?
storing on the floor.
A baby.
He is a
I
bit
love him.
What a blessing.
Loki.
So
That was a
Interrupting. He was being cute.
he's very cute. Alright,
Ira,
so-
though.
Oh, F.
It's
well,
not
does
that
Ira-
bad.
Does she have disadvantage on dexterity saves because of the blind thing, or
No, I just
Okay.
rolled shitty.
okay? Ira.
Alright, I'm gonna
She has a
play-
feat that negates the blind condition.
Alright, I've added different ambient sound effect.
Dun-dum, dun-dum, dun-dum,
Alright,
dun-dum.
so you guys are able to kind of get down there easily. Luckily, the DC was very low. Even Ira makes it.
Oh dear.
Oh god, I should roll for Franzia. That's probably a good thing to do.
Should
Yeah.
one of us roll for Robin?
Yes,
I do have access to her
What
seat.
is Franzia's?
you should do that.
If you're willing to do that for me, that would help greatly. Because I don't have her sheet up right now. Dex says that's
Dun-dum, dun-dum,
so that'd be 7.
dun-dum.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, Franzia's fine.
Oh, Francie is fine. I mean, yeah, Francie is fine.
Hey, finger guns.
Francie is fine.
Woo woo.
Hey, Robin writes.
Robin writes.
What
Right.
did Robin get?
Is that with or without the +3?
That's with the +3.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys down to the
I
map.
also rolled shitty for that. Robin just has a higher dex than I do.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna put you on here for just a minute. Make sure I have everything covered.
Oh boy.
I do. Okay, we're good. All right,
Things
so
happening. Things are happening.
I'm gonna put you here, and I'm gonna put your tokens down. So you guys all kind of pass. You're fine. Let's see here. Just the tokens. I'm gonna need this to get dropped down just a little bit. So you guys end up. Let's see here. Come on. Drop the token, damn it. There we go. And Franzia. Alright, so you guys end up kind of dropping down in that area. And you guys fall just a little bit, like maybe a 10-foot drop or so.
Little of it.
But you
A
are
little.
definitely beneath the surface a bit. You're able to catch yourselves before you fall too far.
Would like to know that Ira would be behind Robin.
Oh, yeah. I'll
I-
switch you.
Yeah.
Wherever you
Can
guys
I
want to be
go?
within.
Oh.
Where would you guys like to be? Your marching order.
I'd be at, like, Mugs can be at the front.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to be towards the front and the front wherever, somewhere in that vicinity, and being sneaky.
Yeah, Pyro will probably be towards the middle with Robin and
So just switch Pyra and Mare then.
yeah, I think.
Sure.
We do have a thing for that. Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. So you guys are able to see down this. Those of you with dark vision, this entire tunnel that
God,
you
we
guys
put
fall
our
into.
two without dark vision in the front.
Those of us with vision.
Does Lantern of Revealing give off light or no?
I believe it does, if I remember correctly.
Okay, Pyro will hand the Lantern of Revealing to Mugs or Mare.
Mugs.
Let me check real quick. So, well lit, this hidden lantern burns for 6 hours on 1 point of oil, shedding light in a 30-foot radius and dim light an additional 30. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light. You can use an action to lower the hood, reducing the light to dim light in a 5-foot radius. So, yes, this thing can last about 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
We've got 5
So.
hours of daylight left, so we'll be fine.
Did we want to be sneaky at all?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so let's
I
roll
will
stealth
cast
checks.
Pass Without a Trace.
Fuck yeah.
Woohoo!
Add the 10s. I'm pass without a tracing.
Oh, add 10?
Yeah.
33.
Yeah.
Francie,
28.
what's your addition? Oh, stealth. She had disadvantage. That's fine.
This is why I pass without a trace.
Oh my god, Lance, please stop crying. You're breaking my heart. Okay, 23
I
for
love
Franzia.
Lancy.
Let me let my son in. He's crying and I can't deal with his cries. It hurts my soul. Give me like 2 minutes. Oh my god.
Grabbed my lantern for accuracy.
Oh,
here.
wait, my cat just ran away. Let me go grab the cat. Dumbass.
I
Come here, baby.
should not be the one rolling.
Are you rolling like shit?
I roll great for me.
Oh.
Yeah, come sit. Come sit with me. Come on. Oh shit. No, don't
Look
do
at that baby child.
Aw, baby child.
Look
He's
at that
so
baby
cute.
child. I love that you can like just hold him in one hand. My cats are too wide for me to do that.
I have cat stream too now.
I-
Hold on.
Aw.
I feel like look at how narrow he is. I love him. Ah, my god.
Oh god, please let me switch my camera.
What a
Fine.
baby.
There's
Yeah,
Lance.
Lance.
Look at these children.
There you go,
I
Lance.
wish I had a son in here, but my son is all the way on the other side of the
He's a
room.
hat.
He's a
Nancy?
hat.
That's a
Nancy, are you
Cat in
wagging
the
your
Hat
tail?
2.0. Cat is
Oh.
the hat.
Lance,
not
you were
looking
wagging your
at the hat.
tail.
The pork is right there.
He wants the pork. Mother, feed him, for he is but skin and bone.
He is but skin and bone.
Was he clawing your face when he was moving, putting his paws on you?
Hi, sweetie
Okay.
boy.
Mother cares not for him.
Jail.
I love that
Jail
when
for
Lance
this
is
for the next
happy, he
1,000
just
years.
when Lance is happy, he just wags his tail.
Aw. Look at him.
When mother rewards you for being an agreeable young boy.
Hi, baby. You're so
Yeah.
cute. Oh,
Look
where
at
you
these
going?
babies.
Hi.
I love Lance is over here just like the picture of fucking elegance, and then that himbo is just like trying so hard to reach the pork.
Look at him. Lance,
I'm
you're
upset.
so fucking cute. I can't deal with you right now. Son, I'm trying to be a DM. Can I help you? You're just gonna shove your head in my shirt? Is
This
that what
cat
you're gonna
is so
do?
intent on this pork, and he's just not gonna get it.
Oh, look, your butt.
You're pranking him so hard.
Sir. Are you gonna lay down now?
Look at him.
There he goes.
Oh,
There's
there
a
he
good boy.
goes.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off camera now.
This is how I'm holding him.
I am obsessed.
Hold him like
That's
machine
when you can
gun.
hold this cat, Anna. Like, there's something about this cat that is just enchanting to me.
I love him. He's so
Look how-
good.
He has no brain cells. Look at him.
Oh
He's
my
never had a
God.
brain cell in his life.
Look at him.
I've
Oh
I
my
can just
god.
hold him like that.
He's freaking adorable. Oh my god.
I'm enchanted.
How he do that? How him so
Oh my
loose?
god, I love him so much.
Dumb.
Yeah, he is.
Dumb of ass. Pure of
Look.
heart.
No thoughts, head empty.
He's so easy to manhandle.
He's never thought of anything in his life. God. He doesn't care. You can just do anything. And he won't even.
Oh my god.
He's slipping.
I love him.
I'm coming to steal your cat. Where do you live?
In the middle of nowhere.
I'm coming to steal your fucking cat.
Oh?
Yeah.
Did
I'm
Lancy
going-
Pants decide to get up again? Hi.
Look at that little man's. He's
Yeah.
so like pretty and dignified, and Anna's just over here shaking the boy.
Sir. What happened to your collar? Just came off. Where did it go, sir?
He's naked.
Hi.
He's nude.
You're naked!
Naked
happened?
boy.
He's
Naked
naked.
boy on camera.
Nudist.
His arms are so floppy. Why he like this?
I wonder if Lance would let me floppy flop him too. Are you sleepy enough for me to be able to do it?
Flop.
I'm gonna go get my cat. Hold on.
Here him is.
Floppy.
Hi, baby.
Oh,
You're gonna
cats.
melt, aren't you? Hi.
What's that on your hand, Ren?
I was doodling because ADHD brain. I did with Sharpie. Oh my god, he's just melting. You feel better, buddy? Now that you have attention? Oh my god, he sheds like crazy.
I stole my boy.
You stole your boy! God, look at all these cats.
Big ol'
Oh my god.
Ovi.
Ovi!
He's so cat. I thought Ovi wasn't your cat anymore.
Okay, I forgave him for peeing on my bed just so that I could call him my cat.
Oh, Ovi.
Look at all these good cats.
I love
Cat
cats
content.
so
Cat
much.
content.
Hey, are you staring
Alright,
at my
baby boy, I'll let you
candle?
go.
Oh
I
my
know,
God.
you hate me.
Do you know what all these
Anna.
cats have in similar is that all of them have no thoughts in their head. This one, most of.
Just
Look at this.
completely empty of thoughts.
I'm just poking him in the head, and he's like, "Oh yes, this is the best."
Empty of thoughts. Buddy, when was the last time you thought?
The No Thoughts Brigade.
This is a big chunk of egg.
Never. He has never thought. I know.
He just wants us. He just wants to huff water.
Huff
He does, He
water.
wants to huff water.
Huff
He wants
water
to-
and
he wants us to turn the faucet on so he might drink.
huff water and pee on beds.
That's what he wants to do in his life.
Right,
I'm
Lance?
still advocating a D&D campaign where y'all just play Tabaxi versions of our cats.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's a
yes.
vibe. Look at this pretty boy. He's so handsome.
Squish. A squish.
God, Anna, your cat is so dumb.
He is very dumb. How does
Finger not the-
So stupid.
how him do that? Hi.
And he just kind of, he's not flat, he's just kind of wrapped.
You good, buddy? Yeah.
Oh my god. Cat harness.
He accepts so much.
You know,
He puts up with so much. How?
I think okay, since the time is like 7:50 already, I feel like this
Yeah.
is probably the good time
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now
'Cause-
it's cat hours.
Yeah. I'm like,
I
I,
mean,
don't
we're not focused anyway.
No, we are out of it. So I'm gonna end recording for now. Because we had cat
Recording
stream.
had just a bunch of bonus cat content on it.
Yeah, it did.